I'm proud of myself because of the effort that I made over the last couple of years, but I just want everybody to know that I feel really honored to have spent as much time with Mom as we did in the last couple of years, and I'm so glad that I made the decision 2 years ago to move to Oshkosh to be closer to her, because it really was a privilege and an honor to take her swimming and to spend so much time with her. And I have such good memories about Mom, and she had a really deep impact on my life and was a real inspiration to me all my life. So this poem is somewhat of a tongue-in-cheek tribute, but I mean every word that I wrote down here. And like I said, it took me a good 2 weeks to write this. Okay, so I'm going to read it now. And it's called, Did You Know My Mom Was a Superhero? Did you know my mom was a superhero? Because she made do with less than zero. Whether she was cooking breakfast, lunch, or dinner, it always tasted good. That's why she's such a winner. She can't stick to a wall or fly through the sky, and she can't pick up a train, but I'm here to testify. She is a superhero, and I'm gonna tell you why. Just sample a slice of her awesome pumpkin pie. Now, dear old Dad, he was a lucky man, because my superhero mom was his biggest fan. They started a great family on their honeymoon, and that very same night, she learned how to use the wooden spoon. I remember the time when I was in college. Mom in Nicaragua was spreading peace and gaining knowledge. She called me at the dorm. It was the opening night of a play that I was in, just to say that she was back and she was all right. Now the rest of the cast watched me do a reversal, because I broke down in tears in the final dress rehearsal. And when they asked me why, was I in tears? Oh, I had to tell them, because my mom is a superhero. Some of the other superheroes are simply works of fiction, but my superhero mom never compromised conviction. So listen up, all of y'all, when I tell this tale, because my superhero mom spent quite a lot of time in jail. With a spirit so strong, some might say almost ruthless, if she'd have been a boxer, she'd have left Ali toothless. But she chose a path that to her made much more sense. Peaceful, nonviolent, civil disobedience. I went with her on down to a town called Washington, protesting the Selective Service Administration. I went to get coffee because my butt was dragging. When I got back, she was cuffed and locked up in the paddy wagon. I asked the cops, that's my mom, can I give her some coffee? If you want to get in there with her, was their reply to me. So from across the street, protesting the only way I could, I fired up a joint and got lit there in that neighborhood. She went to the White House and got a visitor's pass. Then she got arrested for praying on the grass. She kept her dignity, no complaints, not her, no. That's why I keep telling you that my mom is a superhero. Then there was the time that the car caught fire. She backed it down the driveway, spinning those tires. I have to admit, we were all in fear, though. It turned out all right, because my mom is a superhero. When she said go to bed, we did, and none too soon. She already knew how to use that wooden spoon. But never did she use it in a way that made us cry, because my superhero mom, we knew, could never even hurt a fly. She would read to us a book or tell us a story, and she made sausage a recipe from Holland, a very special dish that we all love very much. So thanks to her, we can proudly call each other Dutch. Plenty of mothers do the same thing she did, but they weren't having to try and raise 11 kids. She put the dinner on the table, ready, set, let's go. That's how I know my mom is a superhero. She gave me 7 pretty sisters and 3 great brothers. I wish I could tell her just how much I love you, Mother, because that love is so great you can't put it into words. Besides, she was too busy making plowshares out of swords. You might know how she was born. Over there in the Netherlands, those people are so clever, they built a country on the quicksands. In her hands a hot potato for her lunch she carried, but a handsome American is the one she married. I've seen the pictures, and man, was she good looking, but she didn't still know nothing about cooking. So it was her husband's mother, Grandma Grace, an Italian, who taught her to make meatballs and garnish them with scallion. She carried that potato and suffered through a war, deprivation, anguish, hunger, grief, and more. Her strive for peace and justice are really quite clear, though, because you see, my mom, she is a superhero. I like to watch her in the kitchen, and it kept me thinking, just how does she keep those pancakes from sticking? She makes the best mashed potatoes, and we always ate it all, except for the time she served us all a bowl of yellow dal. St. Alphonsus was on board for Operation Rice Bowl. Put yellow lentils in a pot, and then you cook them up whole. Too bad they didn't tell her to use a little seasoning, because that yellow lentil dal tasted like a rhyme without the reasoning. She does things with a pan that would bring Julia Child to her knees. And you should taste what she does with a bag of dry green peas. She made me eat liver and onions, but never escargot. I'm telling you, people, my mom, she is a superhero. Here's a memory we could never dismiss. She makes the best stolen bread every year at Christmas. If she went to Indonesia, I'd see that she would cook me a rat, a cat, and a bat. That's really, really, really good. She'd sweep the kitchen floor in just a short while, then warned me sternly not to step in that pile. She was always there to help me when I had to write a letter or a thank you note to make it turn out better. Let me think. What else was it that she did? For me, all the time, even though I was a bratty kid. She'd pack me out to lunch and even make me clothes. And she was always there to catch my running nose. Then there was the time I watched these two blackbirds fighting. They were locked in a struggle. It was really exciting. Little did I know it was a natural urge they were sating, because superhero mom said to me, hey, they're just mating. When we went camping, she always had a plan. If she wasn't such a great gal, she'd make one hell of a man. Then there was a time by the pool she got bit by a horsefly. And somehow she always knew how to catch me in a bald lie. Behave when at the table. Don't fight, don't shout. You knew you were in trouble when she got that wooden spoon out. Her Easter morning table was always quite fancy. And one time she laughed so hard that she wet her own pants, see? I bet she never thought that she'd be wishing. I bet she never thought that she'd be wishing Dad had taught her sooner the fine art of fishing. But Dad, watch out, because what I'm saying is true. There will soon come a day when she catches more fish than you. And here is something that I know for sure. We need some more heroic people that are just like her. People who will stand up and fight for their beliefs and give our Mother Earth a little bit more relief. Dear Mother, this poem is my simple gift for you that you can read to yourself whenever you want to. There's only one more line, so I wanted you to know. I love you, Mom. Happy birthday. You're my favorite superhero.
Nice.
That's great.
That's really nice, Mark. That was good.